Whoever told you size doesn't matter was lying to you. I'm sorry. And Derek Queen found that out the hard way. Because watch here as Cedric Coward takes the 3. And right here you have Sadiq Bey and Derek Queen under the rim trying to box out. Unfortunately, the guy they are trying to box out is Zach Edey. And watch Edey fight for that rebound. He then misses the putback, gets his own rebound, and puts it back in. In a league that is full of giants, a few inches can be a very big difference. And there are very few players in the NBA who can compete with Zach Edey in that department. Okay, that sounds crazy. But at 7'3", Zach Edey is a giant amongst giants, and the NBA is finding out that trying to stop someone who is 7'3", 300 pounds is pretty difficult. It's really difficult when that guy also has elite touch and elite hands. Just like here where he gets Eubanks on the seal, and he doesn't even have to dribble. He simply gets the ball and flips it in with his right hand. Well, look in this play where he gets the ball against Cornette this time, and look at the distance of that hook shot. That is almost at the free throw line, and he makes it look like a layup. Maybe it wasn't crazy to draft Zach Edey in the top 10. Maybe it wasn't crazy to draft one of the most dominant college players ever, because whilst we all know the NBA is a different beast to college, 7'3" is still 7'3", and being that size with the touch Edey has, we're seeing can be just as dominant in the NBA as it was in college. Because after missing the first few games of the year to injury, Edey is averaging nearly 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 blocks a game on 65% from the field. And those numbers are actually skewed because of a 5-minute game he played against Denver. And it's not just the offense either. Oh no, he uses all of that size on D as well. Okay, I'm gonna stop. But watch here as Kawhi has the ball out top. He gets the screen from Zubats, and with Edey dropping back, he tries to attack downhill, but as Kawhi goes to throw it down, look at him just erase Kawhi at the rim, which wasn't the only block he had against Kawhi from that game. Look at this time as Edey gets out on the perimeter and blocks his 3-point shot. And that is kind of an encapsulation of what makes Zach Edey special. I'm not about to tell you he moves his feet like Wemby or even a guy like Kristaps Porzingis, but he also has 50 pounds on those guys. What he does do is he moves his feet really well for someone his size, which we are starting to see show up more and more on the defensive end of this season. Because it's been a small sample size, but so far he is 3rd in the NBA in blocked shots per game. And he also might have been the reason Chris Paul was sent home. Watch here as CP3 uses the Zubat screen. And this is what he wants. 7'3" Zach Edey trying to chase him around as he gets to his mid-range, and, well, he gets blocked. Or how about in the 4th quarter, this time with CP3 getting past his initial defender, and look who comes across again. Zach, Mr. Edey, whatever you would like me to call you, because you are 7'3", 300 pounds, that is rude. That is elder abuse. We don't like that. And if you were wondering, no, he doesn't just pick on small, senile guards either. He picks on people his own size. Like here where Zubats drives right, and as he's going for that hook shot, look at Edey just erase him. I don't know about you guys, but I've seen Ivica Zubats go to that hook shot a lot. I have very rarely seen that hook shot blocked, and especially not that emphatically. And whilst everyone loves to talk about switchability in the modern NBA, which is very important, you know what remains incredibly valuable as a center? It is rim protection and it is rebounding. 2 things Zach Edey does as well as almost any player in the NBA, and the numbers reflect this. Because yes, he has only played 10 games this season, but so far with Zach Edey on the floor, the Memphis Grizzlies have had a 114 offensive rating, which is okay, but they've had the best defense by a mile, 10 points better than OKC, and a better net rating than OKC with Edey on the floor. And if you want to hear something crazier, in those 10 games Zach Edey has played, the Grizzlies have been outscored once with Zach Edey on the floor. Every other game so far this season with Edey on the floor, they've been better than the other team. And keep in mind, this is a team that was terrible before Edie returned. This is not a hot take. He is their best, he is their most valuable, and he is their most important player. It is Zach Edey, Cedric Howard, and Jalen Wells, and the rest can fit around those guys. And of course, my GOAT, Cam Spencer, as well. And just getting back to his offense, sure, he's made some improvements, but a lot of this is just trust and opportunity. Last season, he averaged 1.4 post-ups per game, which was less than guys like Yusuf Nurkic, Kelly Olynyk. Basically, the Grizzlies were completely underutilizing him, and that's fine. He's a rookie. I get it. It happens. Well, this year he's averaging 3.9 post-ups per game, which is now 5th in the NBA, and I'd expect that to only get higher and higher. I would be surprised if Zach Edey isn't leading the NBA in post-ups over the next couple of years, because why would you not go to this man in the post, play after play after play, when this is what he can do? Just watch here, circling around to get to the right spot for the entry pass. He doesn't force it, instead running a DHO with Coward, who finds Wells, and now Edey has Kornet sealed closer to the basket, takes one dribble, turns back inside, and then with the left, look at the touch. Or how about this time where he's setting the screen for Jaren Jackson Jr. And what I love from Edey on this play is watch him keep the ball high the entire time. And he then immediately turns, and just the muscle memory on that play. In just one half against the Spurs, there were 5 occasions in which Zach Edey sealed Luke Kornet close to the basket and hit him with that hook shot. And what I need you guys to understand is Luke Kornet is 7'1". Most NBA centers are 6'10 or 6'11, which I know is massive. We all know the difference between 5'10 and 6 foot. Well, even Luke Kornet at 7'1" looked childish next to Zach Edey on some of those plays, as he would take 1 or 2 dribbles and over either shoulder hook it in every single time. And what makes Edey different, what really separates him, is not only does he have the touch on those hook shots, but he has really great dexterity and an ability to finish around the rim in ways you don't see from guys his size. Like here against Eubanks. Eubanks wants to force him under the rim on this play, and he does a good job, but watch Edey then tightrope the baseline and whilst turning, have the touch to just drop it in. It might look like quite a simple play until you realize he's 7'3", 300 pounds, and realize he shouldn't be moving that swiftly and finishing that easily. But that is what makes Zach Edey special, and the Memphis Grizzlies have to build around this man and Cedric Coward. It is that simple. Now, if you want to hear me continue to talk about the NBA and more things like this, consider subscribing. It's free. Dropping a like would be cool. Have a great day.